The only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope that we get all right.
Hey guys, what's up? How are we? Today I'm really excited because I'm starting a new series called Nutrition Essentials. And in this series, I'm going to be sharing all of the essentials that help me maintain a healthy lifestyle and really improve my nutrition practice. I'm really dedicating this series to give accessible nutrition information that you can start using in your life right away that will improve your health and build healthy habits within your lifestyle. Be sure to stick around for the last tip because the last tip I'm going to share with you has drastically improved my mindset about food and my relationship with food, and I'm so excited to share it. I've never shared it on my channel before, so be sure to stick around for that. If you subscribe to my channel and you watch my videos, thank you so much. Welcome back. If you're new here, so exciting, welcome. My name is Molly and I release science-backed nutrition information every week, as well as yoga classes, meditations, recipes, yoga sculpt. So if you want to learn real nutrition and health information that will benefit your life and your health, be sure to subscribe as well as hit the bell down below so you get notified for my future videos. Without further ado, let's dive in. So my first tip is to start your day with a smoothie. And starting your day with a smoothie makes sure that if you get busy later in the day and you never sit down for a meal, you get in some veggies, you get in some fiber, protein, and some healthy fats, antioxidants, all of those good things. I'm going to tell you how I make my smoothies to make sure that they're very nutrient dense and they support my health, my energy levels throughout the day. I use frozen spinach, frozen kale. That's really easy to keep in the freezer, so you always have some sort of greens in your day. I also love to bulk up my smoothies with frozen vegetables, and I promise you can't taste it, but adding cauliflower, broccoli, or zucchini is a great way to add fiber to your day. And we're going to talk a little bit more about why fiber is so important for your nutrition practice later on. But adding some wild blueberries for antioxidants, any other berries are super anti-inflammatory foods and very high in antioxidants that will support your health. Also, investing in a high quality protein powder will be very helpful so that you stay satiated longer and help support lean body mass. So I love Nuzest. If you watch my videos, you already know I'm obsessed with Nuzest. I've used their protein for years. It's so easy to digest, very clean, transparent ingredients, and I have a discount code if you're interested in snagging some of that for your smoothies. Tip number 2 is to plan your meals with veggies in mind. So when you go to the grocery store, think about veggies you can get that will help you make meals, such as zucchini, carrots to roast, broccoli, cauliflower, any veggies. It's important to just stock your fridge with veggies at the beginning of the week. And if it's hard for you to get veggies right now, completely understand. Go into the freezer aisle and there is a ton of frozen vegetables that you can use, frozen peppers, green beans, super easy to add to your meals. But planning your meals with vegetables in mind, make sure that half your plate is vegetables, and then protein and grains are a little bit easier to get in your diet. So think about these veggies when you're planning your meals, and that will help you to get your daily amount of veggies and improve your overall health. Tip number 3, instead of meal prepping, try ingredient prepping. When you make a whole bunch of ingredients at the beginning of the week, it could be a bunch of hard-boiled eggs or some quinoa, a bunch of roasted vegetables. It makes your meals so much easier because you can just go right into the fridge. You can make a little bowl, you can make a salad, you can make an omelet, throw in whatever you already have, and you just have a quick meal in seconds. And it's super important that you set yourself up for success here, because when the healthy choice is the easy choice, you are that much closer to benefiting your health and reaching your goals. Tip number 4 goes along with tip number 3, and this is having lean proteins on hand. I hear from a lot of people on my Instagram that getting in protein can be the most difficult part of their nutrition practice. And I completely understand, because when you're in a rush, it's really hard to have your protein ready and it can be a little bit more time consuming to prepare. So I really like keeping some frozen shrimp, some frozen fish in the fridge. You can, again, meal prep these ahead of time, maybe just like a day ahead of time. You don't want to prep fish too early, but the day before you can cook a couple at a time and have them for that day and the next day. Shrimp is also super easy because it cooks in like 5 minutes. You can throw some frozen shrimp in boiling water, or you can saute with avocado oil and your favorite spices, and that is a healthy, quick protein. You can also do hard-boiled eggs, poached or shredded chicken, but in making sure that when you're grocery shopping and when you're ingredient prepping, you think about what kind of protein you want to have throughout the week. And if you can have a couple different proteins, that is ideal, because when you have a variety of foods, you get a variety of nutrients, and that supports your health above all else. Tip number 5. If you follow me on Instagram, you totally have heard me talk about the power of fiber. Fiber is an amazing tool and really needs to be considered if you're trying to improve your health and your nutrition practice. Without getting too much into the biochemistry, I want to tell you a little bit about why fiber is so important. So fiber helps to keep you full, keep you satiated, it balances blood sugars. If you're dealing with cholesterol, it also benefits your cholesterol levels. Fiber also boosts your metabolism, and that's why it's a very helpful tool to be adding fiber into your diet. Foods with fiber include vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains. So these foods are very healthy and can provide essential nutrients that you need to support optimal health. I also want to touch upon the combination of protein and fiber and why that's so important to consider for your meals. So if you're choosing lean protein and vegetables, you're already naturally choosing a protein and fiber combination. This combination is very important, again, to balance blood sugars. It can also be really hard to know how much fiber and how much protein are in certain foods. So you can do a little bit of research on some of your favorite foods and how much protein and fiber is in them, and also research how much protein and fiber you need per day. Generally, Americans need like 25 to 30 grams of fiber, but it differs depending on your lifestyle and your health. And for protein, depending on your activity level, it's normally 0.8 times kilograms of body weight. But again, that will differ depending on your health status, your stress status, and your activity level. So it's really important, if you do have specific questions, to talk to a dietitian personally about your specific lifestyle. The combination of protein and fiber is also a no-fail way to make sure that you're getting in a healthy meal. You can also think about this protein fiber template for your snacks. So choosing a fruit or a vegetable, which is your fiber, and then a protein, which could be nuts, nut butter, hummus, and that will really help you choose snacks that are nutrient dense and will help keep you full until your next meal. A little tip when you're shopping for granola bars or power bars, it can be really confusing to choose a granola bar because sometimes they have so much sugar that you definitely don't need. There are so many great high fiber bars out there actually. IQ bars are great, Raw Rev Glow bars are great. So a little tip is to look for more protein and fiber than sugar on the label of a bar. And that will help you choose a bar that will support your health more. However, the next tool that I'm going to mention, I would not recommend if you have a history of an eating disorder or if counting calories becomes addictive for you. But if you are looking to find out how much protein you're eating in a day, how much fiber you're eating in a day, just out of curiosity, and you want to learn more about nutrition, Nutrition IX is a free app that you can use to track your daily nutrients. So check that out if you have any questions about that. Number 6 is a tip that I really struggle with and is so self-explanatory, but I just really always need to be reminded of because I don't do this enough. Staying hydrated is so important. I notice when I don't stay hydrated, I'm constantly snacking. There's absolutely nothing wrong with snacking, but it actually doesn't make my stomach feel good when I'm eating all the time. So when I drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day, I notice that I have better energy levels, my brain is functioning better, I snack less, and it's just overall better. So really dedicate those 2 to 3 liters a day and you will see a difference. The next 3 tips are extremely important for a healthy lifestyle. A lot of people think that a healthy lifestyle is boring, or that you can't eat your favorite foods, or that you always have to be eating healthy or eating clean. But that's not true. Even when we're learning in dietetics school to treat patients with metabolic or immune disorders or diabetes, we have to teach them that they can still enjoy their favorite foods, and food is meant to be enjoyed. So be flexible if you're celebrating or you're going out. Choose foods that you know are going to satisfy you, otherwise this lifestyle will not be sustainable. Restriction often leads to overindulging later, so it's really important that you feel satiated and you feel taken care of and you're enjoying the foods that you're eating. If you're curious about healthy recipes and you need some healthy meal ideas, head on over to my Instagram at zucchini.who. I post lots of healthy plant-based recipes and meal ideas. Another note on restriction, so food rules can be very damaging. Diet culture really promotes the idea of having lots of food rules to control what you're eating, but food rules actually cause a lot of stress on the body and the mind, which doesn't help you in the long term. When there's lots of foods that you feel like you can't eat, nutrition becomes very confusing. It's really better to just think about adding in healthy foods, adding in foods that support your health, like veggies, lean proteins, fruits, whole grains, versus like all these things you can't have, because when you tell your brain you can't have something, you just want that thing. So be flexible, you can enjoy your favorite foods, and you can also recreate healthier versions of your favorite foods foods if you have to avoid a certain food group because of a health condition. My next tip is regarding your self-talk. So it's really important to be aware of your self-talk if you make a choice that you don't feel is as healthy or a choice that doesn't support your goals, because we all do. We're all human and we all have that voice inside of us, and it's very, very important to be aware of what that voice is saying, because if you are constantly beating yourself up or feeling tons of regret or just being way too hard on yourself, this is counterproductive for your progress. Not only will this lower your self-esteem, but this also puts stress on the body and the mind. Stress can be very negative for your body and your health. Stress decreases your immune system functioning, it decreases your digestion, you don't sleep as well, and you may not notice these things, but it's really important to not let the self-talk get a little bit out of control. And I know that's easier said than done. I've been there, it's hard, but just being aware of what that voice is saying and replacing negative thoughts with a positive thought. Know that you are worth the changes that you're making in your diet, and you are so much more than your body. Living a healthy lifestyle is more about functioning well and taking care of your body for the longevity of your health versus looking a certain image or fitting into a certain standard of beauty. And your energy is not worth obsessing about calories or obsessing about food. The last tip I'm going to share with you is a mindset about food that I have found so helpful in the last few months, and I've been explaining this to my clients and they're really benefiting from this outlook on food. So instead of thinking about food as good or bad, thinking about food as a way to help you reach a goal. When dietitians say all foods fit, this is really what that means, because if your goal is to enjoy a nice night, connect with your friends, pizza and wine may fulfill that goal for you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if your goal is to improve your digestion or your gut health, there are other foods that you will choose that will support that goal. And so every time you have a meal or you're really thinking about what I'm going to eat this week, thinking about choosing foods that will help you support your goal. Nutrient-dense foods like fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, legumes, and of course healthy fats. A lot of people ask me, is this food bad for me? And my answer is always no, because all foods do fit and different foods just support different goals. So that's one way to think about foods if you are very driven or goal-oriented, that may help you take a little bit of the emotion out of it and really think about how am I going to support myself in the long term. All right, those are my 10 healthy hacks, healthy habits. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and leave me a comment down below. I really appreciate hearing your input and I respond to every single comment. Be sure to subscribe so you stay updated for future nutrition essential videos, future yoga sculpts, vlogs, and guided meditations. I release new videos weekly. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time.